What is up, guys? It's been a long time since I've done a video, and I think the last few that I did, we were working on this 57 and getting it close to completion and trying to bust out a deadline to get it at Good Guys, and I don't think that ever happened. But anyway, 57, well, I mean, it didn't happen on time. 57 is done now. Got the interior done myself, and seam team out of Keller, Texas, worked on this interior, collaborated on it. It was my first time to do an interior job, and actually got to do some of the sewing and put all the carpet in and everything myself. Designed the seats, laid them out. Did all the rivets myself, but pretty happy with the outcome. You can see here how the seats turned out. A lot of people are like, "Hey, is that a TMI interior?" No, it is absolutely not. This is 100% custom. You can see that console up there still needs a little bit of tweaking and finishing up, but for the most part, it's done. Did the headliner myself. Designed these seats. The eventual plan is to go ahead and run the console up all the way through the center there and do something there. My buddy Brett Howell out of Ohio helped with the he built the package tray. He didn't send us that wasp there, but built the package tray, and then I covered it and did that. But so anyway, the 57 is a running, driving, completed project now, and I appreciate all of those of you who were part of the process and getting that done. There were a lot of us involved that helped to complete this thing. Steve Morick on all of the trim and redoing all of the stainless trim for me. Again, Brett Howell built this engine cover. One of my best kept secrets, I think, out of Ohio. He's actually doing one for what I'm about to show you guys, my newest, latest, and greatest project that Dad and I are working on together. So anyway, that's the 57. I just wanted to get everybody updated on where we are with it and how it turned out. Which, by the way, I think in some of the other videos, a lot of you had asked about this C10 that I've acquired. I say acquired. Dad and I built this for my nephew several years ago. Nephew got it and didn't have it very long, and he totaled out. Anyway, I bought it back from insurance and got it back to where it's at least drivable and looks somewhat decent by my standards. A lot of people would be like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing," but little stuff like here, for instance, the hood doesn't fit right. I don't know if it's a hood latch or what, but from the wreck, there's things like this that were bystanders of that wreck, and just little things that came along with that. And so I'm going to redo the thing eventually, but for now, that's a nice, fun little driver. But anyway, so the 57's done. The 70 model C10 is a project that is something that'll be in the near future. But what we're here today to talk about is, drum roll please, the 52 GMC. 52 GMC that was built by a gentleman by the name of Keith Fox. I say built by. He was commissioned to do this project by a friend of a friend, and a gentleman by the name of Terry Hurst out in Lubbock, Texas. Came to be the owner of it. He is one of Dad's best buddies, and Terry didn't think there was much that he could do with it, and so Dad and I bought this truck. Hundreds and hundreds of hours of metal work done. As you can see here, the hood has been channeled and chopped down and pancaked in the front. You can see the Frankenstein scars across the front. Not only the hood, but the grill has also been channeled and sectioned back here to where the hood will lay back behind it like it is right here. Eventually, it's not adjusted and on right now. 55 Chevy Bel Air eyebrows on the fenders, and that's just getting started. The cowl vent has been shaved. The top has been chopped right about 3 inches. The windshield and pillar here laid back. I think you can see it in that picture there. Laid back. The door handles shaved. The window, this is a really, really cool subtle change that most people don't realize, but if you remember or know these trucks well, you know that this back window typically sits up significantly higher than this and does not line up with the door glass. So the entire cab has been lowered to where that window matches the door glass, which is a very, very cool modification in my book. The bed has been shortened 6 inches. The bed and frame shortened 6 inches. So now it is a true short bed. You can tell there the difference, but shortened. The running boards obviously had to be shortened. The frame had to be shortened. There is a GM metric frame underneath. For the front, a 79 Cutlass or metric, rear end. In the back, the tailgate has also been shaved. The bed sides have also been shaved and filled in. All the stake pocket holes filled. These cool little latches for the tailgate. Tank relocation. Flowmaster exhaust. LS 5.3 with a bunch of goodies, a cam and things like that. Goodness, where else are we? Okay, so here's the coolest thing so far. Any of you guys who know these trucks, and please don't judge the late 80s steering column. That is also a boat anchor. But most of you guys that know these trucks are going to know, hey, that's a weird dash. This is the third dash that has been in this car, or this truck. This dash is actually out of a 56 Ford car, and so came out, and the original dash came out. They put another one in. Gentleman didn't like it. They pulled it out, and now this one is in place, and I think it looks just perfect. If you can see, let me go around here to the other side. But if you see if you look at the dash, it runs. See how it's just perfect with the doors. Comes out level here, and on the other side you can see there how it just fits perfect and runs with that body line on the doors. Custom billet dash with dolphin shark gauges, vintage air, the vintage air set up there. The bench seat, I haven't decided yet if that's what I am going to keep in there or not. Obviously, if I do keep it, it's going to look more like what's in the 57 right now. I'll hit up Chris Snowden for some foam from Snowden Seats. If you guys don't know Chris, look at it or check him out. He builds the best seats in the country. But I like to do a lot of that stuff myself, and so I would probably not get Chris to do the whole seat, but at least use his foams on that and redo this bench. Take the springs out. It's very, 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 very bouncy at the time. But anyway, so that's this is the latest and greatest project that Dad and I are working on. If you'll let me see here, let me set the camera down for a second. I'm gonna pop the hood real quick and show you guys that. Actually, I need what the truck is, or what the hood's leaning on right now. So I'm just going to use a broom handle to prop this up right now. The hood is literally just sitting on here for the time being. I say sitting, it is bolted in, but not very well. So be careful with that. Put that in place. There we go. That's pretty sturdy. I want to show you guys the engine real quick. So again, it is a 5.3 LS with some goodies, some internal goodies. Power brakes. I'll change that setup a little bit, probably just clean it up a bit. This is going to be a serious driver. Like, I am going to drive the heck out of this thing. And so, not going to go too crazy on the custom stuff, but I already hit Brett Howell up in Ohio to have him start building an engine cover similar to that. But going to come further out. I'm hoping that the engine cover will actually, on top, will come out past the plenum and probably just over the, I really want it to kind of cut right over the top of this air cleaner. LS guys, if there are any of you out there, I'd love to hear your input on this setup right here. I've heard so many different stories about the mass airflow sensor being too close to the throttle body, that not working. I haven't had any problems yet, but maybe I need to run a tube down here and the air cleaner down in there. I don't know. So any input on that would be great. Other than that, you can see that the car or the truck has been edged out as far as the paint. Unfortunately, whoever put this hood on didn't care too much for the paint, I guess. And so that'll have to be redone, but eventually this truck will be this blue color, and I don't know exactly what it is. I want to say that it is like the Corvette electric blue from the mid 2000s, possibly. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. But anyway, so today what I'm working on is the door glass. I've got all the window regulators in. The door poppers work for the entry to the vehicle. And so now I'm having to work on these. As you can see, the glass, the new glass is cut already. But I'm gonna have to make this trim fit the glass and cut it down to where it's perfect for these new windows. The old ones, obviously, things sat in the field and got shot out, and there's some bullet holes and things like that in them. And so anyway, but just wanted to show you guys where we were. I've since moved shops from where some of my old videos were. This is the checklist for the 57. As you can see, there's still a couple of little things that need to be done. Trunk panels and the rear console still need to be completed on that thing, but that'll be break time between this thing and finishing it up. I've got another buddy, Sean, down in Houston, that is it's a billet specialties dealer. He's ordering me some 20-inch wheels for the front, some 22s out back. I am going to keep it static dropped. I'm not going to run air ride. Well, I've got a complete air ride system set up and ready to go for this truck, literally sitting in boxes. But I have not decided that that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to keep the static drop and run it as is. I love the stance. We'll see what the difference is with the new wheels and tires, how much taller they may end up being. But just wanted to introduce you guys to the newest, latest, and greatest project. I say latest and greatest because I truly believe that this thing is going to be the hottest build that we've done. I've always wanted a truck. Dad loves these fat fenders. And so the 57, I love her, and she is a really, really nice build, and I love having her sitting here and being able to jump in her anytime and go for a ride. But I really, really think that this truck is going to be something else. So you guys drop a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel, and as you do, I will take you along each step of the build. The door glasses over there today, I might set up a camera and show kind of what I'm going to have to do to make those work. Other than that, thanks for popping in on us today, and come back and see us. Push rods, hot rods. Talk to you soon.